one that's moving backwards constantly in the fight. So if Yuji was to choose one of the two fighters with the yellow card, I would assume it would be him.
Oh, right. Well, it was a vicious-looking kick, and of course.
Snap at any time like he just did.
Still, Belingon has the center of the cage. He's not letting that up easily.
He looks calm, relaxed. Okazaki keeps switching stances, what I think is throwing belingon off a little bit.
Much offense from Okazaki as yet.
Ref giving him a warning.
Do we know what that was about, Rich?
Yeah, fight's obviously designed, the scoring on the fight is designed to push one fighter to finish the fight, but there's no action here. So Yuji is giving them a warning because if this continues to happen, he'll eventually yellow card at least one of them, if not both of them.
I would suggest it's Okazaki at this stage that might fall foul of the referee's card.
Yeah, he's the one that's moving backwards constantly in the fight. So if Yuji was to choose one of the two fighters with the yellow card, I would assume it would be him.
Oh, right. Well, it was a vicious-looking kick, and of course Okazaki is a moving target. There's no way that was intended as a low blow, none whatsoever.
I heard the cup snap from over here though.
Well, he's gone for the inside of the thigh a couple of times already. Looks as if there is such a thing, looks as if it was a glancing blow. Yeah, I kind of think it might have been.
Yeah, he caught him with a little bit of the toes though on the cup. I can hear the cup hit the snap, so.
Okazaki doesn't look as troubled as some fighters occasionally do.
Well, it's just a little bit of an adjustment, you know, he's got to kind of shift him around a little and just.
Okazaki's got 5 minutes potentially here, Rich.
Yeah, that's the rule basically. Anytime you're fouled in a fight, you have the full length of the round to recover from the foul. Obviously, this wasn't intentional. He was moving backwards, and the kick was intended to land in the thigh, but just happened to catch the cup. But I'm no stranger to a groin shot like that, and light or heavy, they definitely do not feel good.
Not good to know. Okazaki seems to be okay. Certainly did not take the 5 minutes allocated to him that Rich explained.
Belingon looks really comfortable right now. He's just kind of stalking him, tracking after him, trying to land the kicks.
And interesting to note there that Kevin Belingon not put off by attempting another inside leg kick. Oh, he lifted that one a little bit higher. Gave Okazaki a bit of a shave on the chin there.
Generally what you'll see fighters do is if they hit you with an accidental groin shot, they'll come right back to that same spot. I mean, not the groin, but they'll come right back to that inside leg kick.
The speed at which he unleashes those kicks. And look, the outside of Okazaki's left leg just took a battering there and then switched it upstairs a second or so later.
Belingon is trying to go to the legs. As you just saw, he's trying to open it up to go back to the top.
Unlike a punch, which is a shorter affair altogether, you'd think that a kick would be greatly telegraphed and give the defensive fighter an opportunity to evade contact, but Belingon is lightning quick.
He's throwing a lot of the low kicks, I think, to set up body kicks or head kicks for later in the fight.
And as you said, Josh, he's not shy about going back to the inside of the thigh there. Good punches from Okazaki.
Okazaki needs to go leg, low kick to the leg, and then come up top with the hands like he just did. Continue to do that.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. And that's certainly what... Whoa! Stunning hands from Belingon, and he followed it up, and the crowd here have gone crazy.
Right to the mount position. Belingon's on top.
Right hands, left hands coming in. The noise here at the Mall of Asia Arena is deafening.
Okazaki's got the deep half guard. He's got that left side underhook. He's trying to come underneath and try and protect his head from getting elbow or knee.
Oh, heavy punches to the side of the body. What punishment to take.
Okazaki's starting to scoot out. He's coming out on the back. He's looking to go for the leg lock right now.
He's got 6 seconds to survive, and you think he'll just about manage it. If this had come earlier in the fight, he could have been in a whole world of trouble. But saved by the bell, perhaps. Listen to this crowd.
He got rocked right there with that nice little right right hand to the chin. Almost got caught with the technical head kick.
That's what I was talking about, how seamless it is, how he can switch from hands to feet. The right hand and then the left leg coming up to the head.
That's the sign of a true mixed martial artist. Someone who can make the change from the wrestling, from the stand-up to the wrestling.
And there's a small graze. Rich wanted to come in.
This is an example of how a fight can just change in an instant. At the beginning of this round, it was just a stalemate, those two feeling each other out. And then belingon there landed that punch. I scored him a near KO, and then he followed up with.
Generally what you'll find is with athletes that are extremely fast, there's a longer filling out process. One is afraid to make a mistake. Especially why both are really fresh.
So before we went to Rich, I just mentioned the graze on the top of Okazaki's head. Nothing serious whatsoever.
Belingon's actually got a little bit of a swollen eye on, I believe, the right side, right above that that little cut he has. Nothing major. Fast. One doesn't want to make the mistake.
Brilliant movement of the head by belingon to just take all of the sting out of that overhand right that Okazaki threw.
Looks like he's trying to set up that spinning back kick. Okazaki needs to open up his game a little bit, start going low, start coming high with the hands. He needs to start doing some more low kicks, maybe some body kicks to open up his hands.
Speed though, the right and the left, and the kick as well. I mean, it's just lightning fast. You have difficulty picking it up sometimes.
You just hear the crowd in the arena every time belingon lands a kick.
Okazaki was hurt there. He had nothing to complain about. I don't think that was really anywhere near the central position that would cause a 5-minute timeout.
Belingon keeps going back to the well, though. He'll keep going inside. You can see the inside of Okazaki's leg. Look at
it's
his
red,
knee,
isn't it?
red.
Yeah, and we can only see around the knee area, up there on the upper thigh. It must be really black and blue by this stage.
Wow, he's really mixing it up right now. Belingon is.
It's a real exhibition, isn't it? Talk about fast twitch muscles. My goodness me, Kevin Belingon.
Okazaki needs to mix it up more, though. Go to the legs, go with the hands, stick the jab, maybe go low. Start using that push kick maybe a little bit. Something to open it up.
Belingon has been in with the very top opponents. Oh, swinging but missing. Oh, that was central again, and Okazaki doesn't like that at all.
That one looked like it landed right on the cup. Okazaki just adjusted a little bit and went right back to it.
Yeah, that left leg of Okazaki is really red, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. On the inside and the outside.
Taken an absolute battering, blinding speed from Belingon. You see it time and again. He's fought numerous times, 7 times in fact. This is his 8th 1FC contest, but it never fails to impress.
I'd like to see one of them put together a good combination. You know, I mean, they're both landing 1s and maybe 2s. I'd like to see a 3 and a 4 in there because I think that'll land. And we're seeing right there, see a 1 and a 2. What I mean is like a 1 punch or a 1 kick. I'd like to see more, maybe like a 2 and a 3. Maybe throw a punch and a kick, another combination right after that.
Top of the head, just missed with the kick to the head as well.
He's kicking the inside for those legs. He's got to be careful for that up kick.
Up he gets, says Kevin. I don't want to go down there. Let's take it upstairs. That's where I'm doing well, and I want it to continue. That punch landed right on the top of the head of the Japanese man.
Just missed with that technical head kick on the ground. Okazaki looks like his legs starting to give out a little bit.
Well, the longer this fight goes on, the more difficult it is for Okazaki to stand on those legs if they're getting battered the extent to which they are.
seconds.
And that kick just above the knee, which could potentially...
Beautiful.
Oh, wow! Spinning back kick to the midriff that sent Okazaki down. A kick to the body sent him down.
I said earlier, he looked like he was trying to set that up. He kept turning his body sideways a little bit. It looked like he finally found the opportunity to land it.
Belingon's teammate, Edouard Falayon, loves that. You'll see him later on in the evening, but Belingon just showed an exhibition of how to do that. And Okazaki was pushed back into the cage. What a performance from the Filipino. They are loving it here in Manila. Wow, actually caught him on the arm. It actually caught him on the arm. It looked like it hit him in the stomach first time out. But the power of it.
It doesn't matter. It still did a little bit of damage. It's going to be a little bit harder now for Okazaki to keep those arms up. You keep taking punches and kicks to the arms and the shoulders like that. It makes it harder for you to keep your hands up.
And to knock you down with that kind of power, it just shows the speed and the... Just look at that leg. Now we want to look at the inside of the leg. And they're actually applying some tape, I think, to keep that bandage.
In the first round, so he's completely running with this fight at this point in time. I did not give him any points for a near KO on that second knockdown on that fight.
Another extremely hard leg kick. That was beautiful.
To the outside of the leg this time. Oh, and the exact same thing again. The spinning back kick to the center of the rib cage. Not sure if that hit the arm or the body, but again it pushed Okazaki back.
What you're going to possibly see now is Belingon. Now he's done 2 spinning back kicks to the chest, basically to the body. Look for him to potentially do one up high now to the head. Or a spinning back fist.
Team Lakay always supply top quality fighters, particularly to events here in the Philippines.
Okazaki, it's the 3rd round. I feel like he needs to really get after this if he wants to win this fight.
He must be hurting though, Josh. In the legs, the midriff. He's taking punches to the head, he's taking kicks to the head, and he's down again. And his leg just collapsed underneath him. The ground kick to the head is coming in now. Yuji Shimada's looking carefully. Okazaki looks to be in one piece. He looks to have his mindset on what's going on.
Worked his way back up to the single leg. Now he's on the back. We look to get him down to the ground. He gets that hook in. Oh. Leon's really defended nicely. Trying to work those hands, separate those hands. Okazaki's back, got one hook in, he's on his back. He's gonna look to try and drag him down, I think now. Try and give him that rear naked choke. Oh, nice reversal from Belingon. Beautiful.
He's just too strong, isn't he?
He's in half guard now.
3 minutes left.
Putting shoulder pressure across the chin, trying to make it uncomfortable down there for Okazaki.
There's obviously been a graze on Okazaki's left knee, and I imagine that's why it's strapped up. It's coming undone.
Yeah, but I'm looking at more of the inside of his thigh. It looks like he's got tiger stripes. That's nasty. You can see the welting from all the kicks from Belingon. Yeah, he's gonna look for Belingon to look posture up, start landing some big punches, elbows possibly, try and pass guard, get to mount, or he may even just back out. They back out of the guard and get it back on the feet where he can potentially finish the fight.
The sweeping leg kick from Belingon that took them down to the ground a few seconds ago was just devastating. It was almost like he kicked his leg off.
He kicked him and dropped him, but then as he sat up, he caught Okazaki with a little head kick.
2 minutes left in this 3rd and final round. A bantamweight contest where the champion, Viviano Fernandez, will defend his title later on this evening here in Manila. And my, how Kevin Belingon would like a look at that at some stage down the line. With performances like this, it looks very much on the cards.
The hype is true, man. It seems like he's the most talented fighter right now on the 1FC roster. Big time up and comer. So fast, so explosive.
And the crowd olaying with every big piece of contact. It's a packed house here in a really impressive state-of-the-art arena. Perhaps the best arena we come to all year here. Fantastic facility. Okazaki is taking punishment to the side of the body now. That's Lenny Hart telling everyone that there's a minute left. I don't think Okazaki will be too disappointed to hear the end of this one.
Yeah, it's really hard for him to try and get up against the fence here. He needs to start scooting back to the fence potentially and like start scooting up. We call it wall walking, cage walking. Try and bring his knees inside, get into like a butterfly guard where you put both your inside ankles on the insides of their thighs.
When you consider that Okazaki's last two fights at 1FC have been stoppage wins of Josh Alvarez and Yusuf Sadulayev, then you realize that Kevin Belingon is onto something special here. If he wins this the way it looks as if he's winning it, this really puts him in the driving seat for a shot at the champion, currently Bibiano Fernandez. Although he'll be
Fight that shows the fighter who's fighting in a way that he's fighting. Kevin is basically fighting the way that we have the judging set up. This particular round, I have him in this fight at this point in time having two near finishes, two near KOs in the fight. But the fight opened up with a feeling out process. It led to the aggression, some striking superiority by Kevin, and then to the near KOs by Kevin. And basically you're starting slow and just building speed as the fight goes on to a near finish, and that's what this fight is all about.
absolutely right. Starting slow and building up to what was, in the end, almost inconceivable speed from Belingon.
You have to remember that the judging criteria here is designed so that the fighter pushes the fight towards the finish. And that's what Kevin Belingon did in this fight.
Yeah, beautifully timed, beautifully judged. What a game plan, brilliantly executed. With the decision, here is Anthony Suntai.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges see it for your winner via unanimous decision. From the red corner,